eyes for this one, football fans. Kate Scott and Brock Hewitt on the call. It's Pro Bowler Brandon Aubrey with the honors. And we're off and running from Charlotte. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. And now out comes the Panther offense for its initial drive of the game. And that brought out by someone still trying to live up to that #1 pick status from the 2023 draft. Now in his 3rd season from the University of Alabama, it's Bryce Young.
Nobody came away happy last week, no question about it. Himself, most of all. Team went 0-1, picking up the loss. He was 0-1. One pick, no touchdowns. Not good enough. Defeat not an option this week. Neither is a lack of touchdowns. They intend to rectify both.
Young working from the gun. Steps up and he's running with it.
As quarterback, Kate, you got to hope that those crumbs don't just lead to the cookie in the passing game. A short scramble like that may open up a bigger one down the road.
They're loaded and ready for that sneak one. They stop him at the line. No gain. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38. Young up 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And he works it forward to the 43-yard line. It's Kenneth Murray on the tackle.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
From the pistol, it's Young. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. It brings up 3rd down.
Incomplete on the throwaway. Coverage on the play by Trayvon Diggs.
Throw here, 3rd down. He has the burst over the middle. And they get this down to the 44 before he stopped. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a 1st down.
It's on the play. That's good for a Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity. And man, did he make an impact play.
First and 10, it's Hubbard. He's brought down after a gain of about 6 inside the 40.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
And this will only complicate matters for 3rd down, partner. They're sent backwards.
A loss of 2 yards.
Well, the extra blocking sure didn't spring that run the way they hoped it would, Brock.
In the old West Coast system, you called 12 personnel, 2 tight ends, Tiger. Tiger package comes on the field. That was a whole lot more like a kitty cat effort there.
It's away from one. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage. They've come out swinging to begin this contest as they've got it down to the 31.
1st down.
Here's Young on 1st and 10. And he's brought down at the line.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. We're at a premium in this league.
No gain on the play, and they still need 10 now on 3rd down.
It's 3rd and 10.
3rd and long for him here. And he's short of the 1st after a mild gain.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field, keep it short like that, I promise you some money will follow. All in all, Kate, I call that a good start. Offense established himself, moved the ball, and the kicker able to give him the lead.
Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return coming from the 6. Decent run back is going to end as they bring him down inside the 30. And now the Cowboys getting an opportunity to send their offense out for the first time. And they're brought out by a quarterback celebrating a decade now as an NFL starter. Originally the 135th pick back in that 2016 NFL draft, it's Dak Prescott. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And nice work by the defense to start this drive out. It's a sack on the first play.
First couple snaps, first drive of the game, it's all about who can land that opening punch. Gain that first advantage in a game-long back and forth. Well, That opening punch was a solid cross, maybe even an uppercut that caught him right on the job and sets an immediate tone for this defense.
The right side is caught by Ferguson. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Here he goes, 3rd and long. This one's reeled in downfield by Ferguson. He will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That one nabs him 33 yards and a new set of downs, too.
First down. A gain of 33 yards on the play. First down, Dallas.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
And he's out of bounds just short of the 30.
At the 32-yard line. A 7-yard pickup.
Prescott to throw once more. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's brought down at the 17-yard line. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
A gain of 15 yards. That's good for a Cowboys first down.
All right, they look set now. Here we go, 1st and 10. Dak throwing again. This is complete to Ferguson, out left. And he's tackled for a short gain.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Another throw for Prescott. Has it down close. And they're going to get this down to the 4 before being stopped. It's a real solid pickup, 12 yards, and it rewards them with a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 4-yard line.
Dak out of the pistol. And this time they're going to get to him before he can get that pass away as he goes down. And it's step 1 towards a goal line stand. Still going to need a couple more, though. 2nd and goal coming up.
Oh, 1st and goal, you take a sack. I got nothing good to say about that. So let me flip it over on the other side where you got everything good to say. That's exactly what you want to do. You want to get them behind the sticks. You want to knock them backwards. And now you put a whole lot more pressure on that offense to respond.
From the pocket, he's in trouble, and they bring him down again. And back-to-back sacks have these guys suddenly staring at 3rd and goal.
Can't you just know as a quarterback there's situations where you're going to gain the trust of the play caller or quickly lose it? And when you take back-to-back sacks, you've lost the trust of your coordinator. And now on 3rd down, well, you better do all you can to regain it.
And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Kate, if there was one throw in the game plan that kept me up at night more than any other, it was an out route versus zone coverage. Because you got to throw it with anticipation, but you also got to make sure those defenders' eyes aren't reading you like a book.
22-yard attempt.
Aubrey puts it through. And we're all tied up now in the 1st half.
That's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is if the kicking team is out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
Trevor Etienne to return this. Spins out of one stop. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And he's been somebody who can get the scoring done with his legs just as much as his arms. You can see he's top 5 for touchdowns among NFL QBs. It's Young to throw here on 1st. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Malik Hooker on the coverage.
Out of the gun, Young. Short pass brought in. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. To the line. Here's 3rd and 3.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and
Shotgun snap now to Young. Finds him over the middle. And this spot is going to be close, but he does not have that first. They're going to face 4th and short. Carolina in punt formation. It'll be Sam Martin doing the honors. They needed 3 punts out of him in last week's loss as he sends this away. Escapes the defender. And he didn't quite break it, but still an excellent return that gets him up near midfield. Dallas sending its offense out for the 2nd time this game. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Prescott on 1st and 10. Into the hands of Pickett. And he stopped almost immediately after that catch. He's down at the 30. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
1st and 10 at the 30-yard.
If they get a handful of these types of plays per game, pass game coordinator is going to be one happy camper.
1st down, here's Dak. It's caught. This is Tajay Spears. And they bring him down after the play reaches the 26. 2nd and 6 coming up here.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
Spears trying this straight ahead. Finds a big lane. And he's all the way down to the 6-yard line. An even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
That's good for a Cowboys 1st down. 1st and goal.
A run here. It's Spears. And he is into the end zone. Frontalis touchdown.
Touchdown.
The Cowboys break the tie here in the 1st. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out, and that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
That one splits the uprights. And the Cowboys break that tie and now lead by 7. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. He stopped on the run back to the 27. The Panther offense headed out to the field. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. This drive will begin with Hubbard. And this drive's quickly headed in the wrong direction. First play set down behind the line.
Brought down back at the 24-yard line.
And they went 3 yards the wrong way to start this drive out. Here's 2nd and 13. So before they get the snap away, we reach the end of the 1st quarter. It's the Cowboys out in front. We'll take a brief pause and head back to Bank of America Stadium after this. We're ready to go with the 2nd quarter. It's Panthers football. They have 2nd down behind the sticks. Back to throw. Here's Young. And it looks great flying through the air, Brock, but problems on the business end as it falls to the ground. 3rd down coming up.
DeMarvion overshown on the coverage.
Young to throw it. That one going to go against the D.
That's interference. Defense.
So they make the stop, but they do it with some illegal aid. The referees say there was interference that time.
This is why it is so hard to stop these offenses. It's hard enough to cover, right, obviously, without being penalized, but then you get a little bump, get a little push, and now you get a 3rd down conversion via penalty.
Brings up 2nd
Well,
and
nothing
10.
doing on the last run. It's 2nd and 10. They run again with Hubbard. And he'll take it past the midfield stripe and start the push into Cowboys territory. Covered about 7 yards on that run. Now it's going to be 3rd down and 4.
So gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Now Young. Downfield, and he's got McMillan. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. 35 on the pickup. And that's good for a Panthers 1st.
Panthers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
That is so much more the exception than the rule when you're targeting double or triple coverage. You may be fortunate to complete a fair number of those throws, but gains like that, those are rare, and that's big time.
And he's not going to manage to get back to the line even. Tackle for a loss. We've got 2nd and 11. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
It's complete. Sanders got it outright. And they'll get this down nearly to the end zone. Instead, stopped at the 2.
13 yards on the play. That's good for a Panthers.
Defense shows blitz. Young. And he's got it. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers can tie it up in the second after cutting into the lead. Well, Brock, you know this better than most. Sometimes these dudes can be a quarterback's best friend, finding the tight end in the end zone for 6.
And it really has been that way for decades when you think about it, Kate. From John Mackey to Tony Gonzalez to Travis Kelce. The position could be such a mismatch when you're throwing for the end zone.
Eddie Pinheiro on now for the extra point. Right down the middle. It's good. And the Panthers tie things 10-10. So we've got a tie ball game now as they send this away. This return starts at the 5. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Another drive coming up for this Dallas offensive unit. They were able to say mission accomplished on their last series, finding that end zone. But the work, well, it starts all over again right now.
And you know this, Kate, from our years together of doing this. I'm a firm believer of call it till they stop it. It doesn't mean you have to innovate right away. Call the same plays until they stop them because they proved last drive they couldn't.
Trying to get that one to CeeDee Lamb. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was defended by Trayvon Herring.
Back to the air. Prescott. Trying for the deep ball. Looked well downfield for that one. All he found was a waiting defender to knock it away. 3rd down coming up. So 10 yards to get this first down as they come to the line. Prescott now on 3rd down. He isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game, Brock, brings up 4th down.
I think we've reached the point of the game, Kate, where I got to make my PSA. Protect the quarterback, and quarterback, protect yourself.
Cowboys putting it away here on 4th, and it's the long-time vet Brian Anger on now. Surprisingly had to punt 5 times in last week's win, and he sends this away. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And you know who the ball is going to when they reach the red zone. He's currently top 5 across the NFL in rushing scores this season. Young on the play action. Full left side, Sanders has it. Short gain in the end to about the 36-yard line. Brought down by the East Carolina rookie, Savon Revel.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Off the play fake, it's Young. And the coverage just too good there. Didn't find the throw that he was confident in, so just throws it away. 3rd down coming up.
Coverage on the play by Trayvon.
Putting the tight end in motion. On 3rd down, it's Young. On the move, headed right. And he's finally out of bounds. But a huge gain down to the 15.
And the Panthers, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 15.
Working inside the red zone. Let's set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. This is 2nd and 6 coming up.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Young working from the gun. Working the sideline. Oh, he got it. Drug the feet. That's a catch. It's a nickel set for the Cowboys on this 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
Throwing now on 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. He's going to be short of that goal line, Brock, but not of the marker. They've got a first and goal.
A gain of 6. That's good for a Panthers first down. First and goal at the 1-yard
Hubbard
line.
is in for the Carolina touchdown. The Panthers take a second quarter lead. Chuba Hubbard with the touchdown. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
That one right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. That's going to be taken in at the 8. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Offense headed back out there now for Dallas. They'll look to knot up this game right now as they trail 17-10. Dallas getting everybody set. They've got first and 10. Stacked to the air here. And this one too far in front of him. It's incomplete. Second and 10, still at the 28. Throwing again is Dak. Has him on the quick hitter. And a nice game here, but it stopped short of the first. Third and just 2 to go. Here he is on 3rd and short. That one's incomplete. Had the connection, but some stone hands got in the way there.
That one really stings, Gabe, because you want to convert there and not only keep this drive going for points, because now you're giving your opponent a chance to go pad that lead before halftime. That's a no-no.
The coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. And things are looking good to snap that 3-game losing streak that they came in on, Brock. They've got the lead here. And going play action. Young. Buys time, rolling right. He's running with it. That's an 11-yard pickup, and he gives them the first down.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Play action now. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. Second down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 23-yard line.
Out of the gun. Young. Short pass brought in. This one up to about the 27-yard line. Tackle made by Trayvon Diggs.
A gain of 4. Brings
Third
up
and long for him here. That's McMillan with the catch out left. And he's up to the 35-yard line as they reel him in.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down the completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
And some textbook work covering that punt. It is stopped after almost nothing on the return. The Cowboys offense now headed back to the field. And as they get set, partner, gotta imagine they're bringing some urgency with them to the field this drive, too.
Yeah, I think you and I both know in calling these NFL games that sense of urgency can be replaced by full-blown...
Up the middle, it's a breakaway! The 30! He could do it! There it is! Touchdown, Dallas! The Cowboys can tie it up in a second after cutting into the lead. It's a Tajay Spears touchdown!
Hey, Kate, we're not even to halftime, and this guy has already got a game's worth of success. And the great thing is that, yes, it benefits him individually, statistically, but you know it just sets the table for everybody else because that play-action pass should be devastating.
For the point after, here's Aubrey. The point after splits the uprights. And the Cowboys make it 17-all. After tying this game up, they're all set to send her away. On the return, this is Etienne. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. The Panthers set to take the field. And in a high-scoring game to this point, everyone anticipating, well, even more points as they take the field. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. This plays a design run. A lot of space ahead. And he's going to just get this across midfield before he's taken out of bounds. One play in, Brock, and this drive is already in enemy territory. To the air on 1st down. Young. Completed over the middle. And they're going to stop him after he gets this to the 26. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's going to bring up a Carolina 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. It's a good work. And reset those chains.
And they're going to have 1st and goal as he gets this down to the 4.
A gain of 22 more yards. That's another Panthers 1st down. 1st and goal.
In the red zone on 1st. Catch is made in close. And he's brought down real close to that goal line at the 1.
A 4-yard gain brings up 2nd and goal.
Hubbard does not get in. His push is stopped just short of that goal line.
All I can really say about that one, Kate, at least he managed to make it out of the end zone. Now staring at a 3rd down at your own 1. Yikes.
Turned away from the goal line on the last snap. Need to make it 1 more yard here on 3rd and goal. Shotgun snap now to Young. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers get some late points and the lead. Xavier Legette with the touchdown. Great opportunity to find a touchdown there, Brock, and they come through with 6.
Receivers want the ball everywhere on the football field. But you start smelling the end zone, they really want their chance. And they will tell you as a quarterback, just give me an opportunity and I'll make a play. He sure did.
That one splits the uprights. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. They'll bottle him up just as he gets it to the 30. The Cowboys sending their offense and Tajay Spears out there. And I'd say the ROI on his early touches have made him a pretty good investment for 1st half work. He's gotten off to a great start here. First down, here's Dak. And he let his man just a little too much there. That's an incomplete pass.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
2nd down, here's Prescott again. Gonna let this one fly deep downfield. And back-to-back passes that should have been intercepted. 2 great chances to take it away. Both of them dropped, Brock, and now they stay out there for 3rd down. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Now we get time up on the Panthers. It's their 1st. As they'll get together and discuss with 4th down coming up. They'll go with another punch, which brings Brian Anger back to the field. And after that drive went backwards, he's going to send this one forward. And little to nothing on that return as the coverage team gets to him. The Panthers and Bryce Young making their way back out on offense. And at the pace he's begun the game throwing the football, Brock, he is in line for a special type of performance if they need to keep throwing it until the end. First down, Young. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Deron Bland has it. And he's going to score. Pick 6 for Dallas. But we all know getting the Interception is the important thing, Brock, but how about this guy having the wherewithal to transition into a really nice return to then get the touchdown out of it, too?
Yeah, that's a great point. We talk about it with receivers, right? Getting vertical right away after making a catch. Same thing for these defenders when they make a pick. They secure the football, sure, but instantly they go back to their offensive days. They want that touchdown, and they want a moment they won't forget.
That one right down the middle. And the Cowboys tie this game up. A quick chance at redemption after that pick six as it's sent away. On the return, this is ETN. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Panthers get going again once more on offense. They're getting close to a minute to play, Brock, and they're going to need that time with a long field ahead. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. McMillan on the slant. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Young throwing here. Connects on the crosser. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down.
It's a gain of 31 yards. And the Panthers first down.
Young on 1st and 10. And he's not quite that fast. Let him just a bit too much. That's incomplete. Xavier Legette, the target on that throw. And it sets up 2nd down. They kick the running back in motion. To the air yet again. Young. Completed to his running back. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. They're going to think this over before trying 3rd and 1. They take a timeout. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. Dumps it underneath. Hubbard. And he's stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. Panthers moving quickly, trying to get set at the line. Here's Young on 1st and 10. That one falls to the turf. Couldn't hang on. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 21. They bring Thielen in motion right. A 2nd down throw for Young. It's Cup. That's Thielen. And he goes out of bounds. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's another Panthers.
Looking inside the red zone. And this won't be caught. Clock is going to stop. We've got 14 seconds to go. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive.
He takes it in. Touchdown, Carolina. The Panthers take the lead just before halftime. No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Extra point try now from Pinheiro. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Panthers break that tie and now lead by 7. Now Pinheiro on to handle the kickoff. Return starts from the goal line. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. They've got 1st and 10, Brock, but time for maybe 2 plays at most if they even want to try anything. All right, keeping it simple. They're just going to call a give right up the middle. And he manages 6 yards to begin this one. We've got 2nd and 4. 2nd and 3 now. So we have a 1-score game here at the break. Now it's time for the EA Sports Halftime Report. Scott Hansen, take it away.
Our trip around the NFL starts now with a good matchup in the AFC. Okay, Kate, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. And it's the rookie from UCF, R.J. Harvey. He's going to get in from 6 yards out. From there, we go to MetLife Stadium in Jersey. We'll check in on the Giants. They're hosting the Philadelphia Eagles. And it's the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. Lastly, we go to Indianapolis. It's the Colts hosting the Arizona Cardinals. And this is the Colts quarterback. It's a touchdown pass from 3 yards out. This one is now at halftime, and it's the Colts trying to avoid a 1-5 start. They have the lead here at the half. With that, a look at the rest of the scores from Week 6 with Houston and Minnesota, the two teams on the bye. Meanwhile, in our game, both teams have been able to move the ball effectively. It might be a question of which defense can make a stand in the second half. As we hand it back over to the commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
High-scoring games, no doubt you have been glued to your television so far. And no signs of slowing down as we begin our second half. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. Dallas with its offense headed out for our first possession of the half. All their scoring has kept them close, but they still find themselves trailing by just a little in this third quarter. Carried by Spears to start the drive. And that carry only met one on the plunge up the gut. Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8. Dak now from the gun. Finds him over the middle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Prescott to throw here, 3rd and 2. That is caught. He's got Lamb. And they'll take him down after he advances this up to about the 43. It's a gain of 11 there, and that picks up the first.
Cowboys, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 43. Spears running behind center. He is taken down as he drives this to the enemy 40. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop it, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And he hangs on nicely through that hit. Nothing added to the catch, but they're down to the 28. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12. Coming to the line for another 1st and 10.
First down, Cowboys.
Dak off the play fake. This one's going to hit the ground. Incomplete. He's looking for his running back there. Going to send him back to the drawing board now for 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Back to the air. Prescott. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. George Pickens, the intended target. And things look tougher now with 3rd and long. Dak throwing again. Jump off caught by his back. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
I'm a big fan of the screen pass. Really, you can run a screen as they just showed on any play. 1st, 2nd, 3rd down, sometimes even 4th. But it takes great acumen, a great football IQ defensively to have an awareness it's coming, and then more importantly, to stop.
And they don't get the catch they need there. Their hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs. Carolina offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. Now bring the tight end in motion. Hubbard gets it to start the drive. And he's going to be stopped after reaching up to the 33. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Set, ready. Ready.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And for the second straight play, Brock, they're headed the wrong way, and that's going to bring up a tough third down.
Kate, I don't know if I've ever told you, but my dad was a driver's ed teacher. And I could just hear him right now say, son, take this out of reverse and put it in drive because this one's going nowhere right now. A drastic change on this play needed and maybe a whole lot of luck to keep this series alive.
He's in trouble and gets blocked out again. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up fourth down. Panthers getting everyone set for the punt. And he's going to have to hit this one from the edge of his own end zone. And before that return amounts to much, they bring him down. The Cowboys offense headed out there. They liked how that drive was going, but the ending, the turnover on downs, yeah, that's something they'll try to rewrite on this series. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Now the shotgun give to Spears. Nearly starts the drive with a first down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
That run may not have gotten you a first, but sure, nice little run to set the table.
Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Play action now for Prescott. And he just got it away before the hit, but the pass winds up incomplete. It's going to be 3rd down. Oh, and they're going to have the fullbacks trying power for it. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Now we have a member of the Cowboys hurt after that play, and they'll need to get somebody out there to look at him. First and 10 from the 43. Drop play. This is Spears. And a solid gain there, Brock, of about 5. Takes him inside the 40-yard line.
Some backs are easier to tackle than others. Some, well, they just choose violence. They look for those opportunities to bust through tackles and keep those legs pumping.
So gain of 5 on that first down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. They run once more with Spears. And his drive forward halted after a couple of yards. That stop made by Derek Brown.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
3rd down. Here's Spears. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. They sent him with that sack in mind, Brock. We all saw what was coming, so managed to clean up the play, even if it did come on the ground.
And you know why they call that a cat pressure from the secondary, Kate?
Tell me.
Because it's a C for corner and AT for attack, exactly what he just did.
Pulled in by Lamb, right side. And this is down to the 28 before the defense halts it. Right call at the right time, Brock. Give him 9 and a successful conversion on 4. Offense is set. 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Williams. And that is exactly what you're looking for on a first down run. He picked up 7. Upping the tempo with some hurry-up offense.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Play action, Prescott. That's complete. It's Javonte Williams. And they take him out of bounds, which means his offense setting up for first and goal.
It's a gain
They'll
of
come
11.
up on 1st and 10.
That's another Cowboys first down.
Up the gut they go with Williams. And he's able to fight this down to the 2. Ball at 9 yards. Looks like a first for a moment. It's 2nd and 1.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard at the 2-yard line.
They stay on the ground with Williams. And he runs it across. Touchdown. The Cowboys can tie it up after hitting pay dirt in the 3rd. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. So they punch it in for 6, Brock, and now a conversion away from tying this game back up.
This one just has the feel, doesn't it? The makings of a one-score game in the 4th quarter that could go either way.
Brian Schottenheimer wants his guys to get 2 more here.
The Cowboys will line up.
Prescott's going to throw for it. And that catch in the end zone gives them the lead.
Makes the score Cowboys.
Well, that right there really changes the complexion of this game. They take the lead on the conversion rather than playing for the tie.
You could just see my head up here in this booth, right? It's just shaking. I mean, the old-timers are looking at some of these decisions the new school guys are making and just wondering aloud, what are you thinking? Well, what they're thinking is what some of the data is telling them to do. And what I love, Kate, it now really puts the pressure on that other side to respond.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He gets with a return here. Things going well so far. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. The Panthers and Chuba Hubbard ready to begin another drive. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it.
On the double.
1st and 10 from the 32.
Here we go. Here we go. Yellow. 40 seconds. Go. Cut.
They'll begin with a quick completion to the right side. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 39-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and
Here we go.
4.
Off the play fake. It's Young. Long and quick there, and they bring him to the turf. It's sack number 4 in the game for him. This one makes it 3rd down.
That is some serious defensive urgency that really does, Kate, match the situation we're in. This is a one-score game. Even though they have gotten after this quarterback all game long, they know they can't let up now.
Check White.
Digging deep in the playbook here, and this is 3rd and 11.
Check
To the air on 3rd and long. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And a couple of really good plays, Brock, made back-to-back behind the line to bring up 4th down.
All right, up to the point of the game, Kate. Now, we got to get the ball out of our hands. He is just taking a beating all game long. And on this drive, yet again, find a way to protect, find a way to run, and get the ball out of his hands.
And he's hit before he can get anything on that return. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They've certainly had no issue scoring, but their opponents have been right there with them, so they could really use some more points on this drive. 1st down now, ball at the 33. Drive begins with a run. It's Williams. And he's going to take this down to the opposing 44. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
A gain of 23 yards. And the Cowboys first down.
even with everything he racked up on that run, you could argue he deserved maybe a little bit more. That call was the perfect one to break for big yards. The only thing that saved the defense from a score was getting that contact to slow him down and eventually, finally, stop him.
Didn't sell the draw enough, and he pays the price. He's headed the wrong direction, backs him up for second down. Prescott here from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Let's see what they draw up on this 3rd and 7.
Yeah, here we go.
Throw here, 3rd down. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. J.C. Horn to pick it off. And the Panthers will take over as he records his first interception of our season. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a 3rd and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, they'll pay it off, and they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Play action now, Young. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And this defense going to try to hang on to that momentum, Brock, as they go for another stop on 3rd down. Third and long for him here. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Ball and defender arrived at the exact same time there. So that brings up 4th and long.
You know, Kate, with the game that they put together, it's surprising to see them really run into any hiccups when they appear. They move the ball very well throughout, just unsuccessful on that 3rd down.
Calls for the fair catch, and he's got it at the 34-yard line. The Cowboys about to get going on offense. Javonte Williams headed back out now. They are coming off their first interception of the game. This drive now a chance to rebuild some confidence. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Here's Williams to start the drive. And he is stopped as he reaches that 46-yard line. They're working quickly here.
That's good for a Cowboys first down.
First down, here's Dak. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talked about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, but he couldn't do it.
On 3rd down, here's Williams. And he stops, so that's going to take us to the end of the 3rd. 3 quarters in the books from this one. It's the Cowboys who have it with the lead, but the win not secure just yet. First and 10 from the 32. Another run for Williams. He's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, he got a nice little gain on the ground.
From the gun is Prescott. Short pass brought in. And he stopped just before he reaches the red zone at the 21. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the first down that comes with it.
Cowboys first down.
A run with Williams. Makes the tackle. It's inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Dallas touchdown. The Cowboys grow the lead to 7. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. He broke the tackle he needed to, Brock. And how about that effort then to keep it going and eventually reach that end zone?
Yeah, that's awesome on the offensive side. Defensively, not every missed tackle is the same. It may be on a stat sheet, but sometimes that help to finish a play isn't arriving quick enough, and you're the only one, the last line of defense. And in that moment, you got to stop, because a broken tackle can mean a touchdown.
Prescott has his offense ready. They're going for 2.
The Cowboys will line up for the two-point conversion.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he gets into the end zone for the 2-point conversion. That puts them in a much better spot now. Up 7 here in the 4. Well, Brock, they wanted the 2-score lead, and they got it. And now, I think it becomes a little bit easier to defend the lead in this second half.
It does. You know you're not such in a fragile situation. You got a little bit of cushion, but that attention to detail. Defensively, you cannot step off the gas. You cannot lose focus, but you sure do love looking up at that scoreboard and seeing a 2-possession lead.
Brandon Aubrey to kick off for the Cowboys.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. He gets with a return here. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Carolina about set to go once again offensively. And they just saw that lead stretch out to a 2-score margin now. Really makes this a must-score series late.
And Kate, you know I believe this. You can never play this game in a state of desperation, but a state of urgency got to be a sky high.
And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Check one.
On second down, it's Hubbard. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They got 2 yards there. That leaves them with 3rd down and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Set, ready. Hut.
Shotgun snap now to Young. Cowboys closing in, and they give to him. And the defense comes through to back him up ahead of 4th down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
So out now comes the punter. And this is the 5th time he's been called upon today. Collects this at the 35. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. So Coach Brian Schottenheimer sending his Cowboys offense back to the field. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, 1st and 10.
Hey, kill. 47. 26.
A handoff to Williams. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on 2nd down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
On 2nd down, a run with Williams. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's 3rd down. Working out of the gun, it's Prescott. It's his running back. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. He finds him 16 yards and a new set of downs. He's got 1st down here from the 36.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
They toss to Williams, headed right. There he goes again. And he carries it in for the touchdown. The Cowboys could lock away the win as they make it a 15-point game. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. His 3rd of the game on the ground.
Let's see, Kate. I think in bowling, you get 3 strikes, that's a turkey. You know, in hockey or soccer, you score 3 goals, that's a hat trick. What are we going to call this other than simply splendid?
They're going for two here. Dak bringing the Cowboys to the line.
Yeah, there we go.
Will line up for the two-point conversion.
They'll try to run it in. And no, he can't reach the end zone again. Got them a touchdown, but cannot add on another two. Well, what's the old saying, partner? You can't win them all. Third go and a two-point conversion in this game, and that's only the first time they did not end up in the end zone.
I know we're seeing a boom in this aggressiveness and analytics, but I will tell you, Kate, there's only so many plays. I mean, I guess you're going to see more coordinators and coaches spend off seasons adding more and more and more plays, but you only get so many reps during practice, and I am curious how many more two-point shots they've got on that script.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. They get with a return here. This makes it up to the 25. The Carolina offense headed out now. This could be the decisive drive. Young up, 1st and 10. Completed over the middle. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Young working from the gun. He doesn't see a window he likes, so he just got rid of that one. And it brings up 3rd down.
Pass incomplete on the throwaway. Brings up 3rd down and 4.
Out of the gun, Young. Short throw is dropped. This one's incomplete. Like a bit of a concentration drop on that one. And 4th and 4 coming up. Punting unit out now. And this is going to put him up to 6 punts today. And it ends up a good return for him. Up past their own 40. The Cowboys sending their offense and Tajay Spears out there. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. To the line come the Cowboys. Good starting spot here, 1st and 10. Draw play. This is Williams. He'll be stopped after just about a yard. 2nd and 9 coming up. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Off the play fake. It's Prescott. Throwing the out route complete. And the hit arrived shortly after that football did, but he hangs on for a gain down to the enemy 44. They take the hands off. Now Prescott. Makes the grab in bounds left side. And this play's nearly going to reach that 25-yard line. Defender there to take him out just short of it. They go with Williams on the counter. And he's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain. Not a game-changing play by any means. But one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch.
On 2nd down, it's Williams again. And he's going to be stopped after a pickup of 9, and that's going to make it 1st and goal. Dak now from the gun. Throws caught. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. This is Williams. And he makes it across. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys have likely locked up the win right there. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. His 4th total score of the game. Far from the first time we've broken down one of his touchdowns in this game, partner, but man, they seem to get more impressive every time.
And I don't care, Kate, if they're all 1-yard plunges, if you're up over 300 yards. A 4-touchdown game will forever live among your greatest career highlights. You can go several games without even scoring one. So to get 4 in one contest, you'll never, ever forget it.
Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. He dodged the tackle. And this drive will start inside the 25. We have an injured player down there. Looks like it's a member of the Panthers in some discomfort. Panthers look just about ready. 1st and 10. Young looking to throw. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push him back for 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. Well, it's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Now Young finds him over the middle. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup. Cowboys bringing out an extra defensive back on 3rd. He can call himself. And this one does not go far.
That's such a bummer, Kate, for a quarterback. If you have to scramble and take off, you'd really like to find a way to move the chains. He could not. That defense rallied, they responded, and they forced a 4th down.
Moving quickly, trying to get set. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And they'll turn it over on downs as that pass comes up empty and off the field they go.
Even the best receivers, they've got occasional breaks in concentration. You just never want to see it happen. One of the most important snaps of the game. If we know anything about this guy, though, it's he'll be up for the challenge the next time the ball comes his way.
Cowboys just about set. Here comes 1st and 10. Dak to the air here. That's caught by Williams. And he's forced out of bounds after a gain of about 4 there. 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 20-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup.
Williams on the carry. Makes his way through a tackle. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. A 9-yard gain and good for a 1st down.
And the Cowboys, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Williams. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Dallas. The Cowboys keep adding to that 4th quarter lead. Javonte Williams, the touchdown. His 5th rushing score in this game alone. And yet again, he's made a trip to the end zone. His 5th on the ground. And now here's Aubrey. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Cowboys grow their lead yet again. 61. Aubrey now to kick this one away. On the return, this is Etienne. He stopped on the run back of the 27. The Panther offense headed out to the field. And scoring hasn't been the issue for him, Brock, but it has been impossible to hold pace with the offense on the other side of this football field.
And we know they can't get this all back in one play, but they better do it with a sense of urgency.
This drive will begin with Hubbard. And it looks like they're getting about 2 on the opening play of this drive.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
Dumped off to his running back. And he takes this up to the 34-yard line. That's a gain of 4 on the play. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Back to throw. Here's Young. And set up the screen. It's Hubbard. And he'll get it up to the 44. Even 10-yard gain on the play. And that's good for a Panthers 1st. We've reached the 2-minute warning from Charlotte. Panthers just want to get out of here with how this one has gone. To the air on 1st down. Young. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Best defensive ends in the NFL, they don't need to win sustained battles to get home. Nope. Sometimes, Kate, all they need is one quick move, and they're into the backfield blowing it up.
Trying to throw this from the gun. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. On third down, it's Young. Got his man. This is McMillan. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. Bringing the offense up to the line. First and 10. That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught. After the incomplete pass, here comes second and 10. Running right side by McMillan. And not much doing. He stopped quickly. Ninth play of the drive coming up. They need 8 yards here on third down. Again, it's Young. Can't find anyone open. He's forced to throw it away.
There's not a quarterback alive that enjoys throwing it away on third down. But that's a good case right there of live to play another day. Live to play another series and don't put the ball in harm's way.
Desperation time here on fourth. No good. The pass goes incomplete. That lengthy drive ends with nothing but a turnover on downs. The Cowboys have it in great field position as they come up to the line, first and 10. From the gun, a carry by Williams. Well, even a great game is going to have its lesser moments. You can't get anything out of that carry. Stop for no gain. So the Cowboys come in and take this one on the road. And it was a game for fans of high-scoring football, wasn't it? I know Brock was enjoying seeing both of these offenses work, and really not a lot to dislike from either group. Just one side working at a slightly better clip than the other. That was the difference in the win. So that's it for us here. Brock Heward, our crew, I'm Kate Scott. This has been the NFL on EA Sports. The Cowboys are winners as we say so long from Charlotte.
National Football League welcome you to Acrisure Stadium here in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Coming up, we've got a good one in store. It's the Cleveland Browns and the Pittsburgh Steelers. Good to be with you. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here in the booth. Greg, we got a couple of teams who love to throw the football. And you know how guys say, hey, we're not going against the other offense. We're going against the other team's defense. Greg, these star wide receivers, you know they're watching what the other guy does on the field here today.
Oh, in their minds, there's no question. They are competing against one another, and I think that's what makes this league so fun is when these guys, they know each other, they study each other, they work together in the off seasons. A lot of times they're friends, but come game day, there is no question.
The veteran Chris Boswell ready to get things going. And off we go from the Steel City. Justice Hill to return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Cleveland offense set to take the field for the first time. They're led out by the son of the Hall of Famer. Out of Colorado, Deion's son, Shedeur Sanders.
I don't think there's any way around it, Mike. I mean, this has been a disastrous start for this season. I know their expectations were clearly higher than how things have played out. At this point in the season, you just need to get a win. However it comes, whatever it looks like, you've got to change the energy in that building because the only way to learn how to win in the NFL is to win.
Off the play fake. Here's Sanders. Oh, he's going to be followed up and taken down. They got it.
Well, here early on, if this pass rush continues to get home at this rate, this is going to be a long day for this offense. They're going to have to put some extra guys in there, mix in some play action, keep this pass rush off balance.
Not the sharpest of starts on offense. Here an early 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He's got his man complete to Johnson. And he'll be brought down, but not before they get this all the way up near midfield.
That's good.
It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Sanders now off the bootleg. A short one that is caught by Fanning. And they'll get about half what they needed to pick up a 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Steelers' 47-yard line.
They run straight ahead with Judkins. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. A gain there of 11. It's a Browns 1st down.
And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
They bring Judy in motion.
29-yard
They show jet sweep and instead run it up the middle. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. Tackle made right at the 20-yard line.
That's another Browns 1st down. A gain of 9 yards. And the Browns 1st down.
On the ground, this is Justice Hill. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So everything this defense talks about, Mike, is creating negative plays. It's one of the best run defenses in football. Everything is about suffocating you at the line of scrimmage, make you work for everything you get.
This drive's going to continue. They bring him down, but not before he picks up 1st and goal for his team. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. Great chance to make an early statement here on the road. It is 1st and goal. Here's a run. fortunate just to get back to the line. Now it's second and goal.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up second and goal at the 9-yard line.
A run, and here comes Judkins. And he's close to the goal line, but they're going to mark him short. Put him down at the 1.
Down just shy of the goal line. A gain of 8 yards.
It's the quarterback with the sneak. And he will drive his way into the end zone. Raheem Sanders. Touchdown, Cleveland. His second rushing touchdown of the year.
And when things haven't been going your way like they haven't around here recently, Mike, this is exactly what you need. You're looking for a spark. So to take the opening possession of the game, march it down there, and come away with the score, all of a sudden the sideline's a lot more positive. There's a lot more good energy amongst your teammates. Is that the spark they needed to turn this thing around?
Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. Well, here come the Steelers, and that's the sight that looks odd, but people were looking to see after keeping us waiting all spring. Year 21 in the league for Aaron Rodgers, his first as the Steelers quarterback. First down for Aaron.
Everyone loves to dive
Under pressure, and down he goes. They've got him. Isaiah McGuire getting in there to bring him down. His first sack of the season.
And these are the type of splash plays that can have an impact, especially as the game goes on. So offensive line has to do a better job to make sure that they have this protection shored up and that this isn't a sign of things to come.
And he's going to get this one out to the 43-yard line. 19 yards on the pickup for number 19. And it's a first down.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
No gain on the play. Second and 10. At the
Rodgers here on second down. He's going to air one out for Metcalf. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And we'll bring up third down. Oh, got him again the second time with a sack on this opening drive. That's the four-time All-Pro Myles Garrett. He gets there for the sack, setting up fourth down. On fourth down, the Steelers turn to Cameron Johnston to punt. Good hang time. The fair catch will be made back at their own 12. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. They go three tight ends here on first and 10. Drive starts with a run by Judkins. This time the sliding becomes a little more difficult. They're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. A tough spot here. Third and long. Now it's Sanders. That's complete on the tight end screen. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's fourth down. So on fourth down, the lefty, Corey Bojorquez to punt for Cleveland. The veteran Robert Woods goes back to return. This returnable from inside his own 40. And he'll get a few yards back here on the return before being forced out of bounds. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. He's putting together a very strong first half of the season. Currently the NFL leader in touchdown passes. And a good job following his blockers. A gain of 7. It'll be second down.
A 7-yard pickup brings up second and 3.
Play action now with Rodgers. Work in the middle of the field, but that is incomplete.
Really nice job there by the defense defending the middle of the field. That is the most valuable real estate on the field. They know every single offense is trying to attack.
Oh, they caught him in a flash, and he lost the football. The Browns have it. And he fumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery, and the great return for the touchdown. And Greg, you talked about it all week. Not just stop them with the defense, but make impact plays, and that is as big a play as you can ask for.
Yeah, and across the league, Mike, this continues to be a huge point of emphasis. Every defense circuits. How can we find ways to take the ball away? In this case, they forced the fumble, scoop, score, 6 points.
Seibert's extra point is true. And the Browns move out on top, 14-0. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one taken at the 7. And a decent return there. He'll get this up just shy of the 30. The Steelers offense ready to take over once again. They're an early hole, 14-0. Start digging out soon. Begin this drive, 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Jalen Warren. And he'll get nothing here. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's all.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 30-yard line.
From the gun, Rodgers. He finds Austin with the grab. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. 17 yards on that connection. That's a Steeler first down.
It's so early in the game, you have to be careful now as coaches and players that you don't find yourself trailing early and get out of your game plan. There is so much time left. Stick to what you've worked on all week. There's plenty of time to chip away and see if you can make this thing close come the 4th quarter.
That is caught. What a throw. Calvin Austin. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. That's his 8th touchdown of the season.
And this special connection between this quarterback and his receivers, it was on full display right there. Great job getting behind the defense, and then what can you say about that ball? I mean, you can't put that ball in a better spot. And with timing and accuracy like that, leads to 6.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers are on the board. It's now 14-7. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to pick this one off. Here comes a return from the 5. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. The linebacker, Alex Highsmith, in there to drop him as he records his 5th sack of the year.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X.
And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again. The all-pro Cameron Hayward in there to bring him down. And that's his 1st sack of the year.
If there's any silver lining for this drive, Mike, it's the fact that at least this sack occurred on an early down. So I guess technically they have a chance to claw themselves out of this hole, but that's the 3rd sack of the game. This defense doesn't show any signs of slowing down.
And this drive is a disaster. He goes down for a 3rd consecutive time. Alex Highsmith He gets the sack here, so make it 3 plays for this offense and 3 sacks. The Browns getting their punting team out there, as he'll have to hit it from his own end zone. Whoa! And he's going to be brought down after a short return, and that's where his team will get possession of the football. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They'll start with great field position, right at midfield with a first down. They run out of the gun with Warren. And he'll get it back to midfield. That's it. No gain on the play. Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's second down and 9.
At the 50-yard line.
On the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll find Woods. That one is caught. And he'll get about 7. Still short of that first down. And they'll try to convert it on third down.
Third and 1.
On the ground, it's the tight end. Good job on the ground to pick it up. Mark it at the 38. Move those chains. First down.
That's good.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for first and 10.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
A give. And here's Johnson. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 13 yards. Good for a Steeler first down.
The 24-yard line.
They'll go again with Johnson. And he'll get about 6 there, setting up second down.
A 6-yard pickup.
We are through 1. 14-7 is our score. And we're back to the Steel City after this. The Steelers with the football to begin the second quarter. They'll work now on 2nd and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. Throwing, Rodgers. He is hit before he can get rid of it, and down he goes.
This is the epitome of team defense. Not only are you able to rush the passer and put relentless pressure on him play after play, but the coverage on the back end is so tight. There's just nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball. You see him just continue to hold the ball that extra second in the pocket, and with the way these guys are pass rushing, that's all the time they need.
And that is incomplete. Contact occurred just as the ball was arriving. There are no flags. It's fourth down.
Field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers are back within 4 at 14-10.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. The lead sits at 4. So they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with first and 10. The pressure gets there, and down he goes. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. The training staff going to look, and will step out for a moment. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. But they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
Now he's free to midfield. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25. It is a big play for the Browns. 56 yards.
Browns first down. It's a gain of 56 yards. First down.
They really showed off their connection on that pitch and catch, Mike, and just really good ball placement and really good separation downfield. And when those two things align, it's
Nowhere to go. He is taken down.
so after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground. And truthfully, I don't blame him. His unit has been getting worked up front all day in pass protection.
From the gun, it's Sanders. The pressure gets there again, and again he goes down. Derek Harmon, he gets in to record his 2nd sack of this first half.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense...
Oh, they're on in a flash, and he lost the football. And no turnover here. Once the guard's able to get the football and get on it to keep possession. Here's Corey Bojorquez now, as they'll say no to the long field goal and hope to pin them deep. Look at him go! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Big play from the special teams there, Greg. Not only did they come up with the block, but they return it for the touchdown. Get a little bit of momentum with this big play.
Yeah, there's always a little bit of a risk and reward that a coach has to balance anytime he calls for a punt rush. And we saw there exactly why you do it. You're able to get your hand, block the ball, and in this case, you get the extra bonus because it leads to a touchdown.
Boswell adds the extra point, and the Steelers move out to a 3-point edge, 17-14. Boswell now following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Browns offense ready to see what they can do. They'll begin with 1st and 10. On play action, Shador. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play to kick off this drive. 39 yards.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
From the 34-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now some movement up front, flags down, mistake-filled first half continues. Joel Bitonio, former All-Pro, guilty on that one. Now Shador will try and set up the screen to Hill. Oh, yeah. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They got it inside the 15.
It's a gain of 27 yards. That's good for a Browns 1st down.
Play action. It's Sanders. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Here's Sanders to throw. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
And while the play results in an incompletion, I think these are the type of decisions from a young quarterback that you're okay with. If the play's not there, if you don't feel good, throw the ball away.
Oh, the ball's out. One of the Steelers has it.
That was a great play of the defense, Mike. He got a little sloppy with ball security as he leaves the pocket. They're able to knock it loose and put an end to this drive.
The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. And he's an early front runner for MVP of the NFL. It's the first half of the season, but as you can see, he's already leading the league in passing yardage. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. In trouble, and down he goes.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. He'll find his big target, Pat Fryer's pass. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and
On 3rd down, Rodgers. Metcalf with the grab. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. Well short of the 1st down marker. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he's on to punt for the 2nd time. On the return, it's Hill. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. He's closing in on 200 receiving yards for the game. We haven't hit halftime yet. A definite storyline to follow closely. Maybe adds to it here as they embark on this next drive. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
Sanders will throw it. That is caught right side, and that's Fanning.
Complete.
They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Now, Sanders. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete. Here's the punter now, as he is on to punt for Cleveland.
Formation for the Browns.
Just what the punter's hoping to do. Fair catch taken right at the 10-yard line. Steelers offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll begin with 1st down from their own 11. They'll start this on the ground with Johnson. And that is really well read defensively. They get him down back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on 1st down, but that's exactly the case here.
And this is a slight improvement over the previous play. They're going to lose yardage, but not gaining any either. It's 3rd down.
The best linebackers at this level, Mike, they have all the physical attributes. That's a given. But it's really their instincts. It's their ability to dissect and predetermine where the ball is going before the ball is even snapped. And you can see with how fast he met the back at the point of attack, he knew exactly what play was coming.
Steelers getting ready to put this one away.
For the Steelers.
That's taken in at the 50. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. The Browns offense back onto the field for their next possession. They'll start with a golden opportunity here to move out in front. Great field position to start out. It's 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Alex Highsmith. He gets in to register his squad's 10th sack of this one. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
Mike, this isn't real complicated. You're just not going to win a lot of NFL games when you continue to give up sacks at the rate that they are. I mean, this is just a complete disaster for this offensive line. And if they don't get it fixed, this game could be a runaway.
Taking off, he'll try to get there. And that's not going to be nearly enough. He'll get 4, but 4th and long coming up.
And that's a great job defensively here on third down. Not only taking away all the options down the field through the air, but when the quarterback decides to turn into a runner himself, they're able to converge and make the play and keep him short of the first down.
This one angles out of bounds, and the mark comes inside the 15-yard line. The Steelers' offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. This will begin at their own 13-yard line, so work to do starting with this 1st and 10. So the drive begins with a give to Johnson. And a good show of force there. He gets 4 tough yards out of that one. Here's 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6.
Off the play fake. Rodgers. Oh, a loose football. One of his teammates is there to pick it up. 3rd and 10.
A loss of 4 brings up 3rd down and 10.
To throw is Rodgers. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down. On comes the punter now, as he'll take this a yard or 2 into his own end zone. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. The Browns offense ready to get back at it. They'll start from the plus side of midfield, looking to possibly take the lead here. It's 1st and 10. They go play action now with Sanders. Little short pass here, caught by his tight end. He's going to be out of bounds inside the 40-yard line. 1st and 10 now from the 36. They'll run here with Hill. And this defense not fooled by the option. They stick with the running back and they get him down for no gain.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
The ball comes out. And one of the Browns is in there. And yes, Cleveland able to retain possession.
And they should consider themselves lucky. You can't let a pass rusher through that quickly and not expect there to be consequences. Fortunately, they're at least able to fall on it and prevent this from being a complete disaster.
He's got his man complete to Johnson. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line. A big one there on 3rd down, good for 26 yards.
1st down, Browns.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where
this offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack. Browns going to use the first of their timeouts here. They'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 1st half. From the gun, it's Shador. Open man is Johnson. He's got it. Now we'll get a timeout, Cleveland. That's their 2nd. It'll come with 36 ticks left on the 1st half clock. 3rd and 11. Now it's Sanders. He'll get that to Quinshon Judkins. The Steelers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half. Austin Seibert now for this field goal try. This from extra point range, a 33-yard field goal attempt. Seibert's kick is good. And the Browns will tie this game up here late in the 1st half.
And that's really well done here, Mike. I mean, everything's in rhythm. A good snap, a good hold, and a good kick ties this game.
This is fielded inside the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Steelers offense going to take over just before the half. They'll work in a tie game here in the 2nd quarter. and get started with 1st and 10. From the gun, Rodgers. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 that sets up 2nd and 5. Now Pittsburgh will bang a timeout here. That's their 2nd. And they stop it with 19 seconds to go in this opening half. Rodgers to throw. He'll get that to Jalen Warren. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9. And now the Steelers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 13 seconds to play in this opening half. A 1st down throw from Rodgers. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
I know this play results in an incomplete pass, but I think this is a really good job by the quarterback. His clock was going off. He felt that rush. He had no immediate target to go to with the ball. Instead, throw it away. Don't take the sack. Live for another day.
So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. And that is incomplete. One final chance does not work out. Time has expired. The 1st half has come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 6 is here, starting to get a little bit of a sense who the contenders are and who the pretenders are. Let's hop in. Our spin around the NFL starts now. We begin with a visit to Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the visiting Dallas Cowboys. And it's some big D for Big D, the Dallas defense. They forced the interception. They've got room. They're taking it all the way. Pick 6 for the touchdown. From there, let's go out to London. The Jets taking on the Broncos at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. And it's the rookie from UCF, R.J. Harvey. He'll find an opening and take it in. A 6-yard rushing touchdown. Lastly, let's go to MetLife Stadium. It's the Giants taking on the Eagles. And it's the Super Bowl MVP, Jalen Hurts. This is going to end up a touchdown. The Eagles get back to 500. They even their mark at 3-3. And with that, a look now at the rest of the action around the NFL here in week number 6. Meanwhile, in our game, we expected a tight one, and we got it, all even at the break. As we send you back out to the broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Would not ask for more from that 1st half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. He fields it at the 8. And he'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. The Steelers offense and Aaron Rodgers getting ready to go once more. He had the touchdown pass earlier, adding to his season total. You get a look at the NFL leaders in touchdown passes to this point this season. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And some space opens as he's brought down, following a gain of 6.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Here's a 2nd and 3 from the 33. Play fake. It's Rodgers. That one's incomplete. Good coverage there. Made it uncomfortable for the receiver. Couldn't hang with it, and it brings up 3rd down.
And 3 yards to go.
In the shotgun, it's A-Rod. He'll get this into the hands of Austin. And he's going to pick up the 1st down. He knew where that marker was and made sure he got beyond it.
First and 10 at the 30.
Give him right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that one.
No gain.
Try again. It's 2nd and 10.
the 37-yard line.
Now Rogers. There's a short one caught by Fireman. Was brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 5.
319.
On 3rd down, they go with 1. And he will have a Steelers 1st down as they are able to keep this drive moving.
And the Steelers.
Really nice play call there that time. I think early on, the quarterback realized pretty quickly, Mike, this is a light box. We got to take advantage of it. They get the right run call dialed up, and we're able to move the chains.
And he'll get back to midfield, so no gain on that one.
1-yard gain.
It is 2nd and 9.
At the 50-yard line.
The master of play action, Rogers. Catch made. That's Wolf. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
19 yards.
They get 19 on that pass play. That's a Steeler first.
Finding a hole in coverage, Mike, and I used to say, hey, when you're open, stay open. That's the art of route running versus zone coverage, and it's a friendly target for the quarterback in space, and they're able to convert.
258.
Here comes a toss. Right. Here comes Johnson. He left that first defender grasping for air as he winds up getting 8 out of that one.
22-yard line.
So, from the 22, here's 2nd and 2.
258.
Rogers. That one incomplete. Good job, textbook there. Separated the man from the ball, and it'll bring up 3rd down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. So as they look at the injured player, we'll take a timeout. Looking to convert for the 3rd time on this drive. They'll need another here. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Johnson. Oh, he won't get there. Looking for a cutback lane. It never opened up. And now it's 4th down.
Look, I mean, maybe you don't always convert 3rd and short, but this type of loss shouldn't even be in the realm of possibility. Like, it looked like an abject failure up front quickly led to a disaster.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. Athletic training staff looking at him, so we'll step aside.
Chris Boswell to kick off for Pittsburgh.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes Hill on the return. Wow, they are hitting now. Been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on that return. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with 1st and 10.
Ready?
From the gun, it's Sanders. That's caught over the middle by Johnson. And they'll get about half what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Sanders now off the bootleg. That's out wide to Judkins. And he's not going to be able to get away. Good defense on the perimeter. It'll be a loss of yardage.
Sometimes it's easy for a defense to lose track of a running back, especially when he leaks out from the backfield, but not the case here. They kept eyes on him the whole time. Comes in, makes a sure tackle. And
in trouble, and down he goes. Cameron Hayward. He gets in to record his 3rd sack of the afternoon. Punting time for the Browns. They're set to kick it away. And not much doing there. They made sure he would not get free. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. He'll try the right side with bouncing. He plunges forward for a couple of yards. Tackle there by Michael Hall. They face 2nd down and 7. Working out of the gun, it's Rodgers. Picked off by Greg Newsome. And he is going to score! A pick 6 for the touchdown. Here's Seibert now for the point after. It's up and through. And the Browns have taken a 4-point advantage. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now, here comes a return from the 9. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Steelers offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. Trail by 4, a touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. They'll run this over the center with Johnson. Oh, big hole left side. Still going. And he will go all the way. Incredible run. 73 yards. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Well, that's a way to start a drive. He takes it all the way to the house. I don't know what they were talking about on the last series. They've cut out on this series, Greg, with the right answer for the touchdown.
And, Mike, the reason a lot of teams start off drives with the run plays to allow themselves to operate ahead of the chains. Well, not this guy. He found the alley, he took it, and he's off to the races for 6. And now, after the big play, got to cut that celebration short, because they're going to stay out and go for 2. That's going to be incomplete. That would have been a tough grab. The collision jarred it loose. The try for 2 is unsuccessful. Boswell now, following the touchdown, back out to kick this one off. Here comes Hill on the return. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. Now it's the Browns' turn as they get set to take over again on offense. They trail by 2 and will start this drive with 1st and 10. They'll run with Judkins to begin the drive. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. I can promise you that is not how they wanted to start this drive, Mike. I mean, to get blown up at the point of attack, there was just nowhere for the back to go on that run.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. On the ground, they'll go with Hill. He'll push forward for about a yard. Juan Hill up from his secondary spot to make the play.
He does a nice job coming from his safety position, filling his run gap assignment, and keeps this to a modest gain at best.
Pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. Special teams on the field, ready for this punt. This fielded inside the 35. And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Steelers offense and their running back set to go once more. And you have to imagine the defense is saying, how do we stop this guy? He has run roughshod through him to this point in the third quarter. He'll start this on the ground with one. And a nice game there on first down. He takes it forward for 8 yards.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up second and 2 at their 49-yard line.
Just shy of midfield. Here's second down. On the give, it's Johnson. And I don't think he got that wrapped up in the line of scrimmage. And now you're looking at third down.
No gain on the play. Brings up third and 1.
A run with Gainwell. And he's not going to get the first down.
Pretty straightforward. 3rd and 1, just dial up a run play and run straight downhill. But this defense had other plans. They were ready and expecting that run, and they're able to take the ball carrier down for a loss.
On 4th down, they snap it to Rodgers. That's taken in inside the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. His second touchdown of the afternoon.
Well, it seems this game is kind of getting to the point, Mike, where it's defense optional. I mean, both these teams are really just having their way with their opponent. They're going up and down the field, and after this long touchdown, yes, this is great if you're a fantasy player, but it's not so great if you're a defensive coordinator.
2-point try coming up. Rodgers and the offense all set.
Steelers will line up.
Rodgers.
Conversion.
And he's into the end zone again. It's the octopus. He's got the long run for 6 and punches in the 2. All 8 points for good measure.
Everything's about matchups, especially down here this close to the goal line. I think my guy's better than your guy. I'm going to put him in a position to have success, throw it up to him, and let him do the rest.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes Hill on the return. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year. His Browns begin their next possession. The deficit is at 10, so an important drive forthcoming. Getting started with 1st and 10.
Bronco switch.
Play action. It's Sanders. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up 2nd down. It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. And as the medical staff looks him over, we'll step aside. Second and 10.
Here we go. Yellow, 22. Punt.
Throwing is Gabriel. He'll try and set up the screen to Hill.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
Well covered on the sideline, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick 6 for touchdown.
Well, he's going to have a lot better moments than this one, Mike. You just can't force that throw. Not at this level. It's going to cost you more times than not. This young rookie, hopefully this is one that he can learn from and not continue to repeat.
Now you get the pick six, and right on the heels of that, the offense comes out to go for two. Throwing Rodgers. And he will get into the end zone and put the lead up by 2 more.
Mike, I think all of us can remember exactly where we were during a certain Super Bowl where throwing the ball this close to the goal line ended up being a disaster. But unlike that time, they ran this pass play to perfection, and the result, 2 points.
Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Here comes Hill on the return. Across the 20, they'll mark him down before the 25-yard line. That's where the offense will take over. There you see Kevin Stefanski, twice NFL Coach of the Year, as Browns begins their next possession. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10.
Come on, come on.
Drive starts with a run by Judkins. This defense all over this one. They get him down behind the line. It's a loss of a couple.
So the offense trots out the old jumbo package. So they bring out 3 tight ends, big bodies. But the defense kind of sees it coming. They've got to change it up. You can't be so predictable. Big bodies run, small bodies pass. And I think that's a little bit of what's going on here.
And some good blocking. Springing up a gain of 9 as we get to 3rd down. Out of the gun, it's Sanders. The pass rush gets home, and he goes down.
These pass rushers, they love these situations where they can just pin their ears back and go after the quarterback. They knew they had a chance to put an end to this drive, and they didn't let it go to waste.
We're about ready now for the punt. Fair catch called and taken right at the 30-yard line. The Steelers offense ready for this next possession. They've definitely outplayed their opponents to this point in the 3rd quarter. Might be looking to grind out some first downs and chew up some valuable time on the clock. They'll run. Johnson. And he'll get about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense, and that's exactly what they've been able to do.
And he'll get about 4 out of that one. That should be enough to move the chains. It is 1st down.
And the offensive line does a really nice job winning this play at the point of attack. And once he got the ball, all he had to really do was just find a crease and hit it. And he's able to pick up the 1st down.
On 1st down, right back to Johnson. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this 3rd quarter of play. So no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. We see a lot of this as they begin the 4th quarter on the ground. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. 18 yards on the pickup there. Good for a Steeler 1st down. Another run here with Johnson. Strong running there. Inside the 30. He's on the move with a gain of 9.
So when you're evaluating the impact of a team's run game, I think it's important at the end of the game to look back and say, okay, how many yards did they run for? But more importantly, when did those yards come? Did I run for those yards in the fourth quarter, which typically means I had the lead? That's the sign of a successful run game, as opposed to getting a lot of meaningless yards early in the game.
It looks like we've got an injured Brown on the field. As the athletic training staff looks at him, we'll step away for a moment. A fresh set of downs to work with. It is first down and 10. A run here with Johnson. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on first and second down. The last thing you want is to be in third and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now, you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
About 19 yards on that one. And they're in business. It's first and goal. Gainwell trying to push the pile forward, but he's not going to get in. They stop him up short. From back at the 2 now, here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
Looking to throw, it's Rodgers. That is caught by the tight end. Pat Freiermuth. Touchdown Steelers. His 4th TD grab of the season. And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Boswell now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Steelers will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now following the touchdown. Back out to kick this one off. Very good kickoff. Returnable from the 4. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The Browns offense and Shedeur Sanders getting set for their next possession. And he has been masterful so far leading this offense, keeping the mistakes to a minimum, on point with his passes, generally one step ahead of the defense. Cameron Hayward, he has been a one-man wrecking crew in this one. 4th sack of the game.
I think this is going to go down as one of the more impressive individual performances that I can recall in quite some time. And they have tried everything to slow this guy down, and up until this point, nothing's worked.
And the ball out of the reach of the receiver. Ball's incomplete. Traylon Burks, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be third down. From the shotgun, it's Sanders. He manages to get the throw away and completes it. And he's out of bounds, so they take it to the red zone. Inside the 20.
60 yards. That's good for a Browns first down.
They're on the toss here with Judkins. He is met and dropped. A couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage, too. Here's a second and 12.
Brings up second and 12.
From the gun, it's Shedeur. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a third down.
12 yards to go.
Now, Shedeur. And that is incomplete contact, but no flags. It's going to be fourth down.
Incomplete. Brings up fourth down.
They'll try to throw for it with Sanders. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it the defense turns them away. The Steelers' offense ready to take over once more. And it would appear that the open week a week ago came just at the right time. They've dominated the proceedings here in the fourth quarter. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. From the 22 now, here's 2nd and 9. Getting the tight end involved in the run game here. They need 8 as they come up for 3rd down. From the gun, Rodgers in trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Myles Garrett, he's in there to drop him, and it leads to 4th down.
You can tell that all these hits, Mike, they're starting to add up. He just doesn't look comfortable. His eyes aren't downfield. You can see his feet aren't settled. When you get sacked this many times in a game, it's kind of hard to blame him, but he's definitely feeling it.
So the Steelers ready to kick this one skyward as he's standing right around his own goal line. The Browns offense and Shedeur Sanders getting set for their next possession. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read. Might have even lost a yard there.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score.
And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Cameron Hayward just making it look like child's play. His 5th sack of this one. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. They'll try to hit him with a screen. He got a lot of what he needed, but just not enough. The mark is a couple yards shy of the 1st down. Here comes 4th down.
It's a pretty good effort there on 3rd and long. Initially, I really thought that screen was timed up pretty well, and he had a chance to pick up the 1st down, but give credit to the defense. It was the pursuit and running to the ball, and they're able to stop him just short.
That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
On the ground, Gainwell. But that quick feet there made a man miss. On his way to a nice pickup of 7. Give it right up the middle. Here's Johnson. And he's going to be knocked down hard behind the line. Backfield empty. 5 receivers in the formation for 3rd down and 5. Nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. Now it appears we've got a Steeler injured on that play. That not a welcome development here late in a one-sided game. We're about ready now for the punt, as they are forced to kick for the 6th time today. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Browns offense make their way out to take over once more. We'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with 1st and 10. To throw is Sanders. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
So right now, there's got to be a pretty honest conversation on the sideline between the offensive coordinator and the offensive line coach. They've got to come up with a way to get this guy blocked, and whether it's extra bodies at the line of scrimmage or different protection calls, whatever they got to do, they cannot continue to let one guy wreck the game.
And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a third down. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long. Alex Highsmith, he gets in yet again. 6 sacks in the game. Just one off the all-time single-game mark. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. Here comes the Pittsburgh offense now, heading back onto the field. And this crowd certainly has liked what they have seen. Their guys fully expected to win this one coming in. They've not disappointed, as they have the advantage here in the fourth. And he tippy-toes around the defenders for a gain of 5 yards.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Now Gainwell. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. 14 on the pickup. That's a Steeler first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
Again, and here's Johnson. Oh, and the rookie puts it on the deck. It's a fumble. The Browns say they have it, and they do. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. They might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee, or any other body part except the hand, down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field? So that one overturned. They say the runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. On the handoff, it's Johnson. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
Right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Here's Gainwell. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts. This one is about done.
It's a gain of 3.
Third, they need 8.
3rd and 8.
So this one in the win column for the Steelers. They continue to be the hottest team in the NFL here in the first couple of months of the season as they remain unbeaten. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Steelers, winners, as we say so long from the confluence of the Three Rivers in Pittsburgh.
Nothing like October football. Welcome in, everyone. This is your EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 6. I'm Scott Hansen. Plenty to get you caught up on. We begin in Charlotte. The Panthers at home to take on the Cowboys. And it's some big D for Big D, the Dallas defense. They force the errant throw, it's picked off, and they've got room, they've got blockers, and no one's gonna get him. Touchdown. Next up, we go to the Steel City. We'll check in on the Steelers as they host the Cleveland Browns. And this is the home team running back. He's gonna look this one in, and he'll take it from there. 52 yards, touchdown. Lastly, let's go down to the Big Easy. The New Orleans Saints hosting the New England Patriots. And it's Drake May on target here to Hunter Henry. Beautiful throw to the back of the end zone. It's a touchdown. The Patriots improved to 4-2 on the year with another win. That's a wrap. Until next time, I'm Scott Hansen. Good night from all of us at EA Sports.